All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. Okay, well, I've been somewhat out of the net, but I've been trying to make sure I keep up with current events. And again, we have a very disturbing thing going on here. This past weekend, we had Sergeant LaDavid Johnson, laid to rest. Now, most of you may be up on this. Most of you may not. Apparently, Sergeant David Johnson and three other paratroopers, soldiers, was killed in an ambush in Niger. My first question is this. Now, don't get me wrong. I realize that the United States military, the empire that we are, and we are an empire, whether you like it or not. I realize that we are scattered throughout this entire globe. There are people on missions, secret missions in the backwoods of Timbuktu. They are all over the place. We are literally all over the place on this earth, literally spread out all over this place. But we, the American public, as fed to us by the news media and the government, we're led to believe that we're in a war on terror. So we have a presence in Iraq, we have a presence in Afghanistan, we have a presence in Korea, we have a presence in all these places that they tell us what terrorists are. Why is it that, now I understand, don't get me wrong, I understand national security and stuff, but what could be said about 4 soldiers being ambushed in Niger? And what could it be said about the leadership, the command leadership who's supposed to have intelligence of all this stuff? You have to understand, Niger, we're talking about a third world country, and yet our soldiers get ambushed. I think what's more disturbing than anything is the mishaps and the mishandling. The finger pointing of Donald Trump towards a representative, and this government is utterly amazing. I'm sure that many of you have saw former President George W. Bush come out against Donald Trump and the way that he's doing things. Not only that, Bill Clinton has decided to pile on himself. Now, I think what's really disturbing to a lot of people is that while this is a media firestorm, I just got finished saying to a few people, I said, because I looked at the video of it. And boy, you can tell it's been politicized. You can tell the death of this soldier has been politicized to the utmost, because I've been to many funerals burying veterans. I've been to many funerals where I performed the eulogy and the graveside service. And so I've been to the funeral where a veteran is. And I've never seen that type of presence. They can't even show up in force like the military should be, you know what I mean? They come with a very dismal detail of maybe 3 or 4 people on the rifle, and maybe 1 lieutenant, and they all are pressed to be there. But they just happen to be on that detail, the funeral detail. And I tell you, when I looked at this one, I saw soldiers everywhere. I saw them everywhere. And I saw news cameras everywhere, and every move that the widow made, the cameras, it's sickening. It's sickening. It really is. What a wicked world we live in, huh? The president attacks the NFL by calling them SOBs. Then it's alleged that he actually jumped on this soldier. And then he's also feuding with John McCain, said that he pretty much prefers soldiers that don't get captured. Mind you, this chicken hawk took a deferment because he said he had bone spurs. You know, mom and daddy funneled some money over to the doctor, have him right there so he can miss out on Vietnam, and he come back as chicken hawks. Now, the military people, you understand what I'm saying. You really, truly do. Colin Kaepernick has been blackballed. Nate Bortles, a Special Forces veteran, is the one who told him to take a knee. He takes a knee. And I tell you what's more offensive in this country. It's not offensive to see a police officer kill a black man in cold blood on the streets. And America don't get all disturbed about that. But if somebody takes a knee at a football game to protest the injustices of this land, now that's offensive. I tell you, it's literally off the chain what's happening in this country. It really is. I mean, we live in a world where a corporation is a person, not even a living, breathing entity. I can go on and on and on about the mental gymnastics and the things that's going on in this world. It's just off of the proverbial chain. I don't know what to say much more. I don't have any more to say. I don't. I think it's just sad. I think it's sad that the family, now they should have banned the news media and banned everybody else that they didn't want that. Because I know one thing, while this soldier was being buried, Donald Trump was on the golf course. For some reason, when these men become presidents, I think Barack Hussein Obama was on the golf course 386 times. Dang, that's a lot of golfing. And but you would think, considering the political clout and the firestorm that has taken place in this country, that Donald Trump would have either made some type of public address, or either he would have shown up towards his funeral, or something. But I tell you what, something is going bad from the top all the way down. And as the old saying go, crap rolls downhill. I guarantee you, there ain't gonna be nobody's head spinning at the top for this soldier that's dead and a few others. And then what makes matters from bad, descending from bad to worse, is that this man was shot, this soldier, Sergeant David Johnson, and they didn't find him until 2 days after he was dead. His body's sitting there decomposing in Niger. And I remember the firestorm that this country and the news media breathed over Benghazi. Man, did I remember that. I'm not hearing too much of nothing about this one. I wonder what's going on. I truly wonder what's going on. What saith you? Maybe you know and got some more insight more than I do. But whatever it is, somebody try to help me in this assessment.